Welcome to part 2. Now that your Brickfilm set is done, it's time to learn some tips about animating. First, let's go over some basic stuff quickly. To film a stop-motion animation, you first need to find an object to animate. Next, take a picture of the object, then move the Lego, take another picture, move the Lego, and so on and so forth. Then you will play all of the pictures very quickly to create the illusion of movement. To help you animate, here are a few tips and tricks. First, have a list of where characters are while brickfilming. Among other things, this can be helpful if your Lego is walking and you want to make sure he doesn't skip a stud. I've also received messages from people who complain that Lego characters can have unwanted movements when doing something simple, like, say, moving their arm up and down. To prevent this, you should invest in some silly putty and put it in the bottom of the character's feet. Just make sure the putty isn't showing in your shot because it will look worse than a road-killed skunk. Another way to make your animations more realistic is to try to use the ease in and ease out technique. For instance, if you're moving a character's arm up and down, you don't want to have every movement be the same amount. Instead, you should try something like 3 small movements, 1 big one, and 3 small ones. To find out more about this technique, look at fancypant's tutorial. I have a link to it in the description so you can watch it after this video. Next, let's talk about light flickering. To help us with this is Bob. Bob is a dumb Lego animator. Bob always makes sure that he allows natural sunlight on his set. As the sun moves during the day, it changes the amount of sunlight on the set, which produces light flicker. Instead, be sure to make sure your room is nearly pitch black by waiting until nighttime or closing your shades. Bob also uses Tide detergent so that his white t-shirts are even whiter than normal. The problem is when he decides to animate with his favorite white shirt, the light from the lamp reflects on his set and produces even more light flicker. You should always wear black or other dark colors like Darth Vader here to avoid this problem. The third numbskull move that Bob does is he animates on the floor. If you do this, you will create shadows on your base plate. Plus, if you accidentally step on your Legos, you'll scream bloody murder from the pain. Finally, Bob puts all of his camera settings to automatic. This way, the camera changes its exposure, zooming, and other settings between each frame. Instead, put all of your settings to manual so that you can set everything exactly the way you want it to be and it won't change unexpectedly on you halfway through the shot. Well, this tutorial is over, so I guess we should just kill Bob now.
What?
Yeah, we don't want your stupidity rubbing off on other brick filmers. Goodbye, Bob. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. I'm going to have more tutorials, not necessarily on this series, but just in general, things like mouth movements and stuff. So subscribe to know when those are out and also when new videos come out. Thanks.